Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Washington Redskins. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
Case Keenum won't overwhelm you with his athleticism, won't wow you with his arm, but somehow, when he's on the field and he's in charge, the ball gets moved by his offensive teammates.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And for this offense, yellow highlighter around Trent Williams.
As well there should be. A Pro Bowl, all-pro type of a left tackle. So mobile, you can also see him as a tight end. This guy is a terrific football player.
On 2nd down, Peterson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And down inside the 15 he goes. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here we go. 280! 51! Man, I got you. Man, I got you. What's this?
From the red zone now, Wentz. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Howard all alone in the backfield on second and goal.
Double tight. Hey. You got three. 3 down.
To throw, it's Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Keenum. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. It's brought in by Dodson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, it's Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, Keenum. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here goes the high. Right, 20. I'm trying to collect. Get on. Up. Check. Get on.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Get on. Right, 20.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Here goes the high.
On 2nd and 7, Keenum. And this one complete to Reed. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll turn to Thompson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 2nd and goal, Keenum, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From a yard out, and the Redskins have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Waiting! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get in the right room. Get in the done.
Wentz now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Keenum. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Complete. Richardson has it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
From the 22, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here we go. Ready?
Block 54. Here we go, D, get up.
On first down, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go. We're 20.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
On first down, they run with Howard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Eagles 10.
following the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Sheds off the tackle. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Wentz going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Wentz now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Again, it's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
To throw is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Right, 20.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Keenum. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Keenum now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Keenum. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On second down, it's Peterson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these 2 clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too, as we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, let's go. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Howard, and an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
Automatic first down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And along with the rest of his offense, here comes Jordan Reed now. And as we look at his highlights, sometimes I've asked you schematically, how do you stop one player? Well, how do you stop a tight end like this without opening up other holes, partner?
You show your basic defenses, whether you're playing the 3-deep zone, the 2-deep zone, but you have your variations underneath it. So sometimes instead of the safety staying deep, the safety will drop down. A sky coverage, they call that. Sometimes the corner's responsible. You get a little, what they call a cloud, someone coming underneath. Sometimes the linebacker shows the ability to rush the passer and instead drops down and tries to get underneath the tight end as he tries to run routes. So many different things you can do from basic sets.
Trying to prevent those highlights we saw. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Keenum, and he finds the tight end, Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. It's brought in by Dodson. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2, just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run, Peterson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Geis with a carry on 2nd down, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10 to Thompson on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Throwing on 2nd down, Keenum, and this one complete to Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Redskin 1st down, the pickup 15 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, it's Keenum. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From from the gun. It's Keenum. He's got Thompson here, complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Go.
Now, Wentz again. And his throw here's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Push him back.
Wentz to throw again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
3 down.
working from the gun. Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keep your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Keenum. It's hauled in by Doxson. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Keenum now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Tell me what you got. What you got?
Back to throw, Keenum. And that's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Keenum to throw again. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throwing is Keenum, and now another one thrown incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, But it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you're going to be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Go. 180! 51. Hey, they scared!
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Jackson. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, here's Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Keenum. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Waiting.
54. Wild Bill.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Play action. Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Eyes on 13. Single.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. About set now for their next drive, Case Keenum and the Redskins. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Keenum. And his throw is incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th down, Keenum. And he finds McLaurin. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Keenum. Complete, Richardson has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
And a Redskin 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Keenum. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, Keenum. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Keenum. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll begin the drive with Howard. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run with Howard. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And along with the rest of his offense, here comes Jordan Reed now. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held him down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on second down. Keenum, that's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, it's Thompson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. From the 41, Keenum, and this one complete to Reed. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Keenum going to come up now first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone, it's Keenum. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Keenum again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Keenum throwing once more. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Keenum going for it on 4th. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.